Ohio has one of the highest overdose death rates in the country, and now Akron Children's Hospital is stepping up to help put an end to substance abuse. Its new addiction services program will focus on education, prevention, outreach, and screening. The goal is to prevent kids and teens from becoming the next generation of adults struggling with addiction. One Akron area family is donating $300,000 to create the program. They lost their daughter, Alyssa Apostolakis, to a drug overdose in 2015.
We did not have enough information. Alyssa didn't have enough information, even though we sent her to some of the best treatment centers in the country. We wanted to give that education and resources out there to people and to continue her life's wish, which was something that she was really great at, which was being a mentor to people.
Her parents say Alyssa was prescribed opioids after several surgeries, and after abusing those, she eventually got hooked on heroin and died at just 21 years old.